Okay, so I just did the little satellite thing. Now we got like the GPS coordinates from it. You know, like this is the GPS coordinates. 48.389739291. Okay. Alright. Okay, I put it there ahead of time, so it saves me a little time. Okay. Now, you could look at maps and see where you're going to, you know? It's wild, right? Like, now I'm going to Kyrgyzstan. Is that how you pronounce it? Kyrgyzstan? That is wild, right? Like, okay. Kyrgyzstan. Alright. Now, it could have something to do with the satellite coordinates from the app. I don't know. But just wild, right? And then probably if I take a bunch of numbers off, it's still going to keep going to Kyrgyzstan. I don't know. That is wild, right? Like, yeah, I'm thinking it will keep going to Kyrgyzstan even if I take some numbers off. Let's see. Wow. Wow, now it's actually going to the Bronx. Wow. This shite is wild. Holy freaking bananas. Now it's going to the law offices of Daniel Berger or some kind of shite like that. Wow. What does it say? What the hell is that? That's wild. Or it's going to a place by the law offices of Daniel Berger. I don't know. That's wild. So let's go back again, just in case, God forbid, I did it wrong or some kind of shite like that, right? Like, maybe I pressed the wrong button or something. That is wild. So if you look, it's going to Kyrgyzstan. That's wild, right? Like, it's going to Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan, which is by India, Thailand, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Mongolia, that kind of shit, right? Afghanistan, Pakistan. Okay, it's around there. Okay, around that area. Okay, Uzbekistan. All right. Okay. Then I've told you this shite is crazy, right? Like, and then we'll just take one number off. We'll go really slow, right? Well, did I do it wrong? Let's try it again. I think I did it wrong. Okay. Yeah, that's what I got from the thing, right? Yeah, that's what I got. Make sure I'm doing it right. That I'm not misrepresenting. Yeah. 40.8389, right? 40.8389. Okay. Make sure I got it right. Yeah, 40.8389. Okay. Say we take one number off. It's still going to Kyrgyzstan. Take another number off. Yeah, still going to Kyrgyzstan. Take another number off. Wow. That's wild. Like, yeah, it's still going to Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan. That's wild. That's a wild shite. Take some more numbers off. Okay, yeah, I'm still going to Kyrgyzstan. You did see it go to like someplace in the Bronx for a little while, right? That's weird. wild. Okay. Okay. That's some wild shite. So let's go down. Let's go down to like. Let's go down to like 2 numbers, see where it goes. Okay. That is wild. I hope I'm doing it right. Yeah, I'm just messing with it, trying to figure out where it's going. It's still going to Kyrgyzstan. Okay, that's wild. Okay. Making sure I'm doing it right, that I'm not screwing it up or anything. Oh, that is wild. Okay. Alright. Now we're back to the beginning. What the numbers are originally, right? So we take the 4.839, right? Like, copy it. This is just the wildest stuff in the world, right? Okay. Take the numbers of what they were originally. Okay. And then paste it. Copy and paste, kids. Let's see. Alright, and then, wow. It's still going, I think it's still going to Kyrgyzstan or some kind of shit like that. That is wild. What is that? Let's go under maps. Oh, now it's going to Greenland. So, my regular coordinates are going to Kyrgyzstan, and then when you reverse them, they're going to Greenland. You know, like, that's wild. Right? That's the wildest shite in the world, right? Now they're going back to Greenland again. Oh, there's Greenland again. There they are. That is wild. Okay. Okay. That is the wildest stuff in the world, right? Okay. So, yeah, they really don't want me, let's see. Let's go back again. Yeah, we got it right? Yeah, we got it right. Okay. So, then we'll look at the places we're routing to, you know, for fun. Okay. So we're going to like the space agency in Canada. I think we're going to the Canada Space Agency, which is interesting, right? Interesting shite. And we're going to this Canada Space Agency. So it's like it's like an Excel database. Look, it has the longitude and the latitude of the satellite. This must be a satellite or a telescope or some kind of shite. Canadian Space Agency. Wow. So this is it. Wow. A guide to Canadian Space Agency. Now, New York is close to Canada, you know. Right? We're like a hop, skip, and a jump from Canada. I mean, New York is very close to the Canadian border. Interesting, right? Allow. I don't know why it's saying that. So the Canadian Space Agency was established in 1989. Wow. And it runs Artemis 2 and all that other shite. And we're just going through it really fast. I mean, we'll be here forever if we read it all. Wow, okay. The Canadian Space Agency. Okay, and let's go back. And then saferweb.gov. I wonder what that is. Okay. That is the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. So that's some United States government organization. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Wow. And then it stops going to places, I think. It goes to the National Institutes of Health, which I see all the time. I see them all the time. Look at that. National Institutes of Health. I'm trying to enlarge it, but oh, there it goes. Now it's enlarging. Wow. National Institutes of Health. Wow. That's wild. Okay. So we saw that. We'll try to go back without getting lost. Okay. Then we could take some. Well, we could do this too. We could go onto images and see if we see anything wild. Okay. So it's not giving me anything. Take a number off. Go under all. Wow. We're going to the World Bank. Let's look at the World Bank. That's wild. The World Bank, which is headquartered in D.C. Let's see what the World Bank is doing here. Hey, World Bank. I guess it's like a Google Sheets. Is it like Google Sheets? Okay. Wow, the World Bank. Wow. And then it says all of these countries. Who knows what the shite is? I'd have to like look at it for a while to figure it out. It has all these countries. Wow. Okay. I wonder what all the shite is. Okay. Wow, it has like a list of countries. Belize, China, Cameroon, Denmark, Cuba. Wow, okay. Wild shite. Okay. Then after we go to the World Bank, let's see. What is this? This is Minor Planet Center. Wow. Minor Planet Center. Wow. I'm trying to enlarge it. Sometimes it won't let me enlarge it. Okay. So Minor Planet Center, it goes to Harvard. Look at that. Harvard EDU. Wow. I wonder if that's like satellite coordinates or some kind of shit like that. Wow. That's what it says. Okay. So, what is Minor Planet Center? It's International Astronomical Union. Operates at the Smithsonian Astrophysical Observatory. Okay. Wow. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Official website. Wow, that's kind of... Anyway, let's keep going. We'll be there forever just looking at that. Okay. And then... Oh, wow. Now we're seeing Iowa State University. Look at that. It changed or something. That's weird. This is weird. It's going to Iowa State University. So what's Iowa State University doing? Wow. Iowa State University. Yeah, you can look up what kind of research they do, you know, like if they do like artificial research, artificial intelligence research or some kind of shit like that, right? Wow. Look how much money they get for research. 330 million? I don't know. Is that 330 million? Look at that. They get a lot of money for research. Patent applications. Yeah, there's a lot of money to be made in research, right, kids? A lot of money. So, Office of Biotechnology. Okay. Wow. Lab on a drone tests remote farm waterways. Autonomous robots. Wow. So it looks like they do a lot of artificial intelligence research. That's what it looks like. I'm just looking at it really quick though. Okay. Iowa State University. Well, okay, keep going. And then I see Protein Structure Prediction Center. What is that? Wow. That is wild. See if we can enlarge it. We enlarged it. Look at that. Okay. Sometimes it won't enlarge it. So these must be like some kind of like GPS coordinates, or I don't know, some kind of satellite coordinates. Who knows? Eventually I'll figure out what it is. Critical assessment. Wow. Wow. It's run by I guess it's run by the National Institute of Health. It's a protein data bank or something like that. Wow. Protein data bank. Anyway, I know this site is boring to some people. External links, official website. Let's see. Wow. That's wild. Okay. Grand Island Community Foundation. Is that in Louisiana? That's wild. Grand Island Community Foundation. What is that? Wow. Huh. What is the Grand Island Community Foundation? What is that? Okay. That makes me curious. Grand Island Community Foundation. It's not saying on here, so we'll look it up on Google. Grand Island Community Foundation. Wow. Wow. Oh, it's in Nebraska. Okay. Because there is like there is a place like that in Louisiana, but it's Nebraska. Okay. So it says they're in Nebraska. That's wild. Okay. Yeah, that's a wild organization. Oh, they have grants. Yep, there's a lot of money to be made in grants, grant programs, grant making, our grants. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I still don't know what they do. They do grants and scholarships, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. That's wild. I know there's a lot of money to be made in grants in biomedical research and shit. You know, there's a lot of money to be made in that. A lot of money. Oh, okay. Let's get out of that. And let's go back. Wow, we see RCSP. What is that? What is that? RCSP? Huh. is that? That's wild. Go to a new tab. Okay, we could like erase it. Okay. Oh, it's really playing around with me. That's the RCSB PDB or something like that. Huh. Okay, let's erase it. I gotta go real slow. So I don't erase it all. Slow. Okay. Oh, it's the protein bank. Okay. That's what it is. Run by the National Institute of Health. Okay. The old protein bank. Okay. And their website. Wow. Okay. Wow. Alright. Let's get out of that. Go back. Let's go to Ross Angel. What is Ross Angel? Wow. EOS Pitzer and Cerner. Wow, okay. What is rossangel.com? Okay. Go to new tab. rossangel.com. That okay. Oh, it's software applications for crystallography. Yeah, I see crystallography involved in it a lot, you know, like wow. Crystallography. Wow. Software. Wow. Wow, okay. Ross John Angel. Alright. Some dude from England, and he went from the University of Cambridge. Wow, interesting. Okay. Education, career, current research. Wow, okay. He's a Google Scholar. Wow, impressive. Wow, Director for Research at the Research Council of Italy. Wow. So he gets around. So it looks like he invented a lot of shite, right? Wow. Looks like a lot of crystallography shite. Wow. Just crystallographic description of phases in whatever, superconductor. Wow. Okay. A lot of science shite. Wow. Yeah, I see crystallography a lot. It's involved in it. Crystallography. Well, I'm trying to It's like crystallography. Okay, I'm trying to see how to spell the word. Alright, that's a word that you can learn. It's crystallography. Yeah, I see them a lot. Crystallography. CRYS. Crystal. It's 2 L's, right? Crystallography. Okay. Alright. It's a scientific study of crystals and their internal structure. Oh, okay. Crystal structure. Crystal lattice. Techniques used in crystallography. Wow. Crystallography. Wow. So it has crystallography has had a large impact in science, involving like semiconductors, biology, DNA structure. You know, like you can just look up what it is. So we could ask it, how is crystallography? Crystallography. That's a big word, huh? Crystallography involved in biomedical research. Okay. Wow. 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 Anyway, it's a good word to look up. We could be here forever just learning how it's involved. So it's involved in medicine and biomedical research and all that side, you know. So I saw that word a lot, you know, crystallography. That's a word you could learn. A big word to learn. Wow, okay. Ross Angel. Oh, they took me out of it. Oh, here I am. I'm back. Okay, we're back again. We're back. Okay. All right. And then so there seems to be like a lot of biomedical research stuff, right? Oh, look, the Universität Regensburg. Wow. The Universität Regensburg. That's a place in Germany. I know DE is Germany, you know, like it stands for the initials of Germany. Wow, that's a place in Germany. University of Regensburg. Wow. Wow. Look at that. Bioinformatics. See, it says bioinformatics. See the word bioinformatics? Okay. That's another word you can learn is bioinformatics, you know. It seems to be involved in it, you know, like go on ChatGPT and learn about bioinformatics. Wow. Another big word you can learn. Yeah, and bioinformatics is involved with a lot of biomedical research, you know, like another big word to learn is bioinformatics. Look at that, wow. Big word to learn. Put it in ChatGPT and try to learn about that. Because we saw bioinformatics a lot. Wow. Look at that. And then it has the university in Wikipedia, University of Regensburg in Bavaria. Okay. So it should have their website. Accept all. Wow. Look at what kind of research they do. Wow. Research profile. Look at that. Integrated sciences in life and health and disease. So they look into a lot of biomedical research on humans, it looks like. Okay. Informatics, that's another word you can learn, is informatics. See that a lot. Informatics. Yeah. You can learn that word, informatics. Yeah, like, wow. Look that up. Oh, and then, yeah, look at what kind of research they do. You know, if they do like artificial intelligence research. And then, oh look, GenomeNet. That's Japan. I told you I see them all the time, GenomeNet. It's a place in Japan. So, like, I notice we seem to route to places that that study our DNA, our genome, and all that shit. Look at that. That's a place in Japan. Wow. It's called KEGG. Kyoto Encyclopedia of Genes and Genomes. See, it says bioinformatics. You gotta learn that word. Look at that. Kyoto University. Wow. And it says Kyoto University is involved with the Human Genome Program. Yeah, the Human Genome Program. So they seem to want to research our DNA and our genome a lot. So you can look at the site. Yeah, I see these people all the time. All the time. Okay. Anyway, that's another thing you can look up. Wow. Is this Japan GenomeNet thing? Oh, and then we got Harvard University. Let's look up Harvard. We're looking up Harvard. Wow. Advanced. Oh, it's going to Minor Planet Center. Okay. Yeah, Harvard University. Wow. Okay. Oh, the University of North Carolina. And I think the University of North Carolina is involved because they're involved with DARPA, D-A-R-P-A, you know. Yeah. I always see the University of North Carolina. Chapel Hill, I bet. University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. Let's see if it's going to open it. Wow. Yeah, and I think, I mean, I could be wrong, but I think they collect data on us live, you know, like, yeah, they can collect data on you live, I think. And we route to, like, these Microsoft Excel databases, and I think they collect data on us live. I mean, data, whatever you want to call it. And here's University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Look at that. Ain't that some shite? Wow. And I think the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, because DARPA has a big facility down there. Look at that. DARPA. Wow. We want to look at their research. Research. not bringing up their research. Well, they don't want to play fair, right? Let's see. But anyway, I could go on Google and look it up. Like, if you go to DARPA and North Carolina, right? Look up North Carolina. Okay. See, DARPA has a presence in North Carolina focusing on accelerating technology and funding research through partners like the Wireless Research Center. Yeah, look how they're... Yeah, I think they have like a facility down there. Wow. Yeah, I think DARPA has a facility down there. Wow, DARPA Connect. Yeah, DARPA Connect. North Carolina. The Defense Advanced Research Projects. Look at that. DefTech. Wow. The Joint School of Nanoscience and Nanoengineering. A partnership between North Carolina, A&T, and UNC Greensburg in Greensburg, North Carolina. Anyway, that's another thing you can look up is DARPA in North Carolina. They're heavily involved with... North Carolina's involved with a lot with DARPA. You know, that's another thing you can look up. Okay, and then yeah, because I see North Carolina a lot, and at first I was wondering why. I was like, why North Carolina? You know, I thought it was like a little nice southern state, you know, like, well, I think like the military and DARPA, which is part of DARPA, you know, like, I think they give these universities a lot of grants to do biomedical research, to do artificial intelligence research. They get a lot of money, right? Oh, look, here's the West Virginia Network. Yeah, I see them all the time. West Virginia Network. Look at that. Yeah. West Virginia Network. So, they don't want to tell me what it is, but I don't know what it is. The West Virginia Network. West Virginia Network. Well, even if Google doesn't want to tell me who they are, I could figure out who they are, because I'm smart. Oh, look at that. See, that's what the West Virginia Network is. EDU. Look at that. That's who they are. Come on, Google, you know I'm smart. If you don't tell me who some place is, I'll figure it out, you know. Google knows I'm smart. I mean, I ain't a freaking genius, but I'm smart. Look at that. So I believe that's like West Virginia's educational network, you know. Wow. West Virginia Network ASN number, okay. Okay, that's like, I think that's like their educational network. See, that's their educational network for West Virginia. And then you're routed to all of these universities in Virginia, right? You go to Hurricane Electric, it's 7925. Okay. $7925. Okay. You go on there, right? Okay. Put your ASN number in. See, it's going to all of these educational facilities. Yeah, that's their educational network. It's going to Pittsburgh Computer Center. It's going to Ornet. Yeah, that's wild, huh? Okay. Look at that. Okay. So, yeah, they have to know by now that I'll figure out where the place goes to. It may take me a while, you know. They should stop hiding and just let me see it, because I'll figure out when, where, who, and why, and how eventually. Like Chaowan University? That sounds like something in China, but it's in North Carolina. Wow. Chaowan University. Go figure. Never heard of that one before. Wow. I bet you they do some kind of artificial intelligence research. Yeah, some kind of shit like that. Artificial intelligence. Academics. I bet you $1 million they do some kind of... Anyway, we'll look up what they do later. We have the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Center. Look at that. Look at that, the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Center. Look at that. I'm trying to enlarge it, see if it enlarges. Yeah, it's enlarging. It's enlarging. Okay. Wow. It's microarray. Oh, that's another word you could learn, is microarray. Yeah, I see that a lot as well. Microarray. Wow. Wow. Fred Hutchinson Cancer Center. Fred Hutchinson. Anyway, you can look up what Fred Hutchinson Cancer Center is. Yeah, and it said something about microarray. Wow. It's located in Seattle, Washington. Okay. Wow. Yeah, you can look up the word microarray, because I see that word a lot. Another biomedical research term, microarray. Microarray. Yeah, look up that word. It's a laboratory tool used in molecular biology and genetics to study many genes at once. Wow. Anyway, that's another word you can learn, is microarray, you know, if you want to learn some big words. I see that a lot, microarray. Wow. And where else did we go to? Wow. University of North Carolina. Yeah, West Virginia. National Institute of Health. Microbiology, immunology. But anyway, if you look at it, like, I'm routing to all these places that do some type of biomedical research. Isn't that interesting? They do some kind of artificial intelligence research, Oh, like Princeton University. Let's look at this. Wow. Yeah, I see Princeton University a lot. Wow. That's wild. Princeton University, which is in New Jersey. MIT. Yeah, I told you I see MIT a lot. MIT, open course, software. That's weird. What does that say? This is just weird, huh? It says sexy chick. What is that about? Seduction? I don't know, that's wild. I don't know what that is. Have to look up what that is. That's weird, man. Wow. Yeah, a place I saw a lot was MIT's heavily involved in artificial intelligence research, right? Like, I think they get like big grants from the U.S. military, you know. And I was trying to say that in the last video. I saw TESS, which is a satellite, you know. Yeah, I think MIT has their own satellite called TESS. Yeah, it's Transiting Exoplanet Survey Satellite, TESS, Space Telescope. Wow. I think MIT is in cahoots with NASA, and they have like their own satellite, right? Like, because I saw TESS a lot. It's TESS. Yeah. Yeah, I saw like this place, MIT Lincoln Laboratory. I saw them a lot. MIT Lincoln Laboratory. Wow. Yeah, let's look up MIT Lincoln Laboratory. Yeah, and see how they're very much involved in like biotechnology, artificial intelligence, you know, like that kind of shit. Biotechnology and human systems. Anyway, go on their website, you know, and look, they're very much into like biomedical research and artificial intelligence research. Anyway, very interesting thing to look at, you know, if you ever get a chance. Wow. Wow, MIT Lincoln Laboratory is a federally funded research and development center managed by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology on behalf of the United States Department of Defense. See, look at that. Wow. Because I saw them a lot, MIT. Yeah, so I think they get a lot of money from the U.S. military to do like artificial intelligence research, right? Like, They get a lot of money from the U.S. military. Princeton, wow. Princeton. There's MIT again. GenCat, wow. Anyway, you guys have a good day or a good night.